Hello everyone, welcome to my Python workshop. I have created a GitHub repository where I will share all the course materials and I will send you the link to you via email. In this video, I will introduce to you how to set up your Python environment on your local computer, which is like basically the step 0 in this repository. So I hope you could set up all the Python and their packages before our first session. So in this video, I will briefly go through how to do all of those steps on your computer. So in our workshop, we will use Python 3.12 and I will use VS Code as the IDE. But if you have some experiences from the survey, I know that many of you guys have very abundant Python programming experiences already. So if you want to use other IDEs such as PyCharm or Jupyter Notebook or other like Atoms, then you're welcome to use the one that you're familiar with. And also, if you have already known how to set up a Python environment in your local computer using either Conda or pip, then you can just skip this video. Okay. So for this video, I just aim to those students who have no Python development experiences and to teach them how to like set up the local environment in the most efficient and easiest way. Okay. So the tool that we are going to use is called UV. So UV is a very popular and emerging package management tool for Python. So it is very fast and very easy to use. So basically, we need to do three things to set up the Python environment. The first thing is to install UV on your local computer. So you need to Google just UV install, okay? And the first link that you will get is the UV official website. Okay, so it will tell you the various ways to install UV on your local computer. So there are two ways that I recommend. So if you are using Windows, then you should open your command prompt. So I recommend that you run as an administrator, which will be more secure. Okay, and then in your command prompt, you just use the winget here. Just copy this code, winget. I also share the code here. Just type winget install this, which is just the UV package, and press enter, and it will install the UV for you automatically, and it will just take maybe less than 1 minute. Okay, and it shows that successfully installed. And if you are using a Mac, you should just open your terminal. Okay, so the terminal is just something look like the command prompt on your Mac computer. You can just search the terminal on your Mac applications and type this code using wget. Okay, the process is very similar to the Windows shown here. So after the installation, if you want to check whether the UV has been installed successfully, you can type UV//version. If there's a version number here, and it should be 0.8 for now, then the UV is installed correctly. Okay, so this is the first step, and then you can close your command prompt. Second is to install VS Code. If you don't have an IDE on your computer, then you just need to go to this website. That is the VS Code website, and click download. Okay, and then just follow the instruction to install the VS Code, which should be very intuitive and very easy. And after you install your Visual Studio, which is VS Code, there's something that I want you to set up before our class. So the first thing is that I want you to like install some extensions. So one advantage of VS Code is that it provides a lot of community extensions for the users, which will make your programming life much easier. So the first extension is called Data Wrangler. basically it will show you the data in your pandas, which is the package that we will learn for our Python data analytics. Show your Python data frame from time to time so that you can like visually see what is your data looks like. Okay. So to install that in the extension, which is this small icon, you just type data regular, okay, and it will come out. And because I have already installed it, so from your perspective, you should see the button which is install, and then you just click install, okay, and then it will be installed onto your VS Code. And the second extension is called Jupyter, which is the language support for your Jupyter Notebook. Okay, because we are using Jupyter Notebook formats for all of our demonstrations, so you need to install this extension so that the VS Code will recognize the Jupyter Notebook files. Okay, again, just click install. Okay, and finally, and of course, is the Python language support. Okay, it is just called Python. Okay, and just click install. Okay, so only those three extensions are necessary for our course. And usually in my daily like research or programming, I will also use other useful extensions for VS Code, such as if you are using LaTeX, then you can like use you can install the LaTeX workshop as well. And the Rainbow CSV is also very useful. You can like look at the CSV file directly from your VS Code very colorfully, vividly. And also Rough is also very useful. It basically is a auto formatting for your Python file. Okay, and also if you want to read your SAS and the stata.do file on VS Code, you can also install those two extensions for SAS and stata. Okay, so basically this is the second step: install your VS Code and install those three extensions. Okay. Okay. And then is the final step. So the final step is to initiate your the Python environment on your own computer. So what you need to do is to download the whole repository. So basically, I will update the repository from time to time. So so in the future, you also need to like download a single new files as well. But for now, you can download the whole repository. Just go to the code and click download zip. Okay, and after you have downloaded this zip file, you can extract it into some place on your computer. Okay, so for example, I just downloaded it into my download file. Okay, and then you need to go inside into this folder, and then right click open with code. Okay, if you don't have this right click option, then don't worry about it. In your VS Code, you just click file and open folder. Okay, and just go to the place where you extract the workshop folder. Okay, and then just click select folder, and you will see all of those files in this files column. Okay, so if you see exactly all those files on the column, then you are in the right place. Okay, and then in this report in this directory, you will see all of those files. Okay, and then I want you to click Control Shift plus P. Okay, Control Shift P, and then it will open the prompt for the VS Code, and then type terminal. Okay, so there are many terminal options. Just create a new terminal. Okay, it will open a terminal. Basically, it's just a command prompt inside the VS Code. Okay, and then just simply type uv init. uv sync. Okay, so what this this command does is that UV will look at the project file to look at all the dependencies, all the required packages, as well as the Python version that I specified in this file, and set up the whole environment automatically for you. Okay, so you can see you will have the venv file, which is the virtual environment, created for you, as well as all the Git attributes, which we will not cover. But anyway, so after you just simply type the UV sync, the whole environment will be set up for you. Okay. All right. So basically, that's the step that you need to take for setting up the environment, Python environment, locally on your computer. Okay. In our first day of our training, so in the morning we will briefly talk about the Python fundamentals. So I have already shared this file, that is the Python fundamental. So you can close the terminal here. When you if you want to try, I encourage you to play around the first file, the introduction to Python, because all of those concepts should be very easy, especially if you have any experience in doing Python. So all of those concepts are very, very basic. When you are playing with those this file, so you can use select kernel here and select Python environment. And the first one should be the Python environment in this particular folder, which is the Python environment that we have just set up. Okay, and then you can see that if you run each cell, the VS Code will tell you that you need to install the IPython kernel and the pip packages. Because you are running a Jupyter notebook, you just click install for the first time, just only for the first time. And then it just take maybe 10 seconds. Then you can see you can run those cells within this file without any problem. Okay. All right. So for the first class, we will go through this file. Okay. At the end of the first class, which is in the morning of the first day, we will build a simple chatbot as a final project. Okay. And in the afternoon, we will go through the concept of pandas. Okay, so the pandas is much more, maybe a little bit more complicated than the morning session. So I want you to type all of those codes with me together. So this file is basically just has a skeleton, and I will type all of those codes with you together during our sessions. Okay. All right, so that's all for this video. So very looking forward to see you guys soon in our workshop.